Hi everybody, it's Linda Jackson from Capricorn Quilting. I had a question asked earlier on about creating text on curves and in circles within the new ProStitcher Designer package from Handy Quilter. So there's a very quick, tutorial. I'm not promising it's going to be quick. It's a quick tutorial on how to do it. So let me go on to a new page. We're in Tools up here and I'm going to click on Text. You see the I bar just there. So if I click, and it creates where you're going to put your text. Now that's quite small at the moment. I'll zoom in a little bit on there. If you come over to the right hand side and you click in that box, you see the A for the text is actually highlighted, so you can type in that box there. So if I one-handedly put Handy Quilter. Now at the moment we've got brush script, which is chosen for the font, and the height is 0.79 inches. The spacing is 0 because there is only one line. Actually, sorry, that's between the letters. The line spacing is 2.5, and that's a percentage. And it's centre align, which at the moment you've only got one line written anyway. And we've got the normal type, and we've got apply. So I'm going to click apply. And now when you come over here, and I'll have to zoom in, I'll move that to the centre and zoom in some. Now you can see that we've got Handy Quilter with all these funny little symbols and things all over it. So we've got, I don't want it to fuzz too much on the screen. So we've got little blue triangles, black diamonds, green spots, etc. on there. They all have a purpose and they all have a different effect on the text, but we'll go through that shortly. So to create that now, to make that into a circle, which was the initial question, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back across to here and I'm going to click on, from type, I'm going to put circle and I'm going to click apply. Now when I come over, I've got a lovely pink circle, which is the area that is putting it in, and Handy Quilter is actually on a curve. Okay, we're going to add to that now. So I'm going to go back up to here into the writing and I'm going to put ProStitcher Designer. Sorry, I hope I didn't float off too much on that one. Oops, that's Oro. We'll change that one. So ProStitcher Designer on there. Okay, and I'm going to click apply. And now you can see that it's come all the way around there. Now that's not very pretty, really. And what I want it to do is to come along the bottom as well. Now for this you can only have 2 rows of writing, 2 lines of writing. So I'm going to click between the P and the R on Handy Quilter and Pro. I'm going to take out the gap and I'm going to put a line in instead. Okay, so click to apply and now it's gone all the way around. So now I want these to be slightly bigger to make them read properly. So I'm going to go across here and I'm going to put, say, 2.5 inches in height and I'm going to click apply. Now you can see that the lettering is actually overtaking itself. So that's come up onto that one and that's come up onto there. So I'm going to change that. I'm just going to reduce that to, say, 2 inches tall. There we go, that's a bit better. Just to explain some of these handles here then. Okay, I think the best way to do it is just click on it and show you. So if I click on there and start to move it, can you see the writing moving? It's taking it further in and further out. Can you see that? This is all the fun bit that starts. This one can make it an oval both ways. How cool is this? It's just fantastic. And this makes it slightly bigger. So if your wording didn't come around in a nice, neat style, you can change all these around. Now I'm just going to get rid of that gap between the ProStitcher. because I've changed it, it's just zapped itself back. And actually, a quick way around of doing that is like that, dragging it around. Because don't forget, however big you make this on here, once it gets into a line design or into stitches, you can make it as big or small as you want to. This is really good just for planning it and plotting it around. Okay, so all of these now have a effect on the text as well, all these little things. The easiest way to show you that is in a different form from the circle. So if I move across, and I'm going to start again with a different letter. Before that, let me just back up a little bit before that. Now, as you can see, I've clicked away from there and it's not selected anymore. I've still got the A on there though, which means that I'm still in text mode. So if I click back on there, I get all my controls back again. If you click away from it and you create it, you make it into a line design, you lose all that and it just becomes a normal design that you can change around in different styles, and every letter becomes a separate thing. And I'll show you that shortly. But at the moment, while you've got the text selected as it's just pure text and it hasn't been changed, you can come back into this stage at various stages along the design process. Okay, so I'm going to click away from there. I'm going to move that across there slightly. I'm going to click on there and I'm going to start again with another one. So now I'm just going to put Handy Quilter. Okay, I've just typed it in there. I'm going to click apply. And this time I'm going to put vertical and I'm going to apply. And now you can see it has gone vertical. I'm going to make each letter, and I keep doing all these adjustments over on this side. I'm going to make each letter, I'm going to make those letters 1.5 inches tall. Now you can see it a bit better. Okay. And now we've made them slightly wider. And that one would make it taller or shorter. Okay. If I wrote in a straight line, so I put Handy Quilter, and this time I'm writing it straight into there. Designer, there, and I want a bit more gap between those. I'll show you that one in a minute actually. The space in here is the space between the letters. So if I put 5 there, and if I put the line spacing at 45, you can see now that I've got more space between them. There. I'm going to make that letter in 1.5. Okay. Now, if you watch the gap between the letters there, I'm going to change that significantly. And that is the space percentage. So now it's 15. It was 5 and now it's 15. So to make a design look right and probably in proportion with the rest of the designs that are on your quilt itself, you can play with this for ages and ages and ages. Now, these on a straight one have a completely different effect. I know, it's fantastic, this bit. Ready? Look at that. I mean, how cool is that? Handy Quilter Designer. And now we've got it within that shape. It's good, isn't it? And of course you can combine two. So I could put here on this side here, for instance, I could put today's date, which is the 20th of Jan. My fingers will fit. 2020. Again, it's gone up there. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm just going to make that. It's not the 20th of January. What am I talking about? I'm into the 2020s, aren't I? I'm wishing my time away. Okay, so today's date there. I'm going to have my letters about 1.5 inches, say. I'm going to have the lettering centered. And I'm just going to keep all that this the same. So I'm going to click apply. And now I'm over here. Now, I've created this on one side because if I click on the inside of here, I'm going to reactivate. Sorry, move my camera. I've clicked it here, created it here, because if I click here, it's going to reactivate all this. And I've not turned that into line drawings yet. Now, can you see I've got the hand on there rather than anything else? If you've got the hand, you can move it. If you try and move it in any other way, you're going to start pinging these left, right and centre. Now I've decided now that I want that line space or the space in between each line there to be a bit bigger, so I'm going to do 45. In fact, I'm going to make it even bigger than that, 85. If I click back into there, now you see it's activated that one. If I click into there again now, I've got the hand again now, so it might be easier to move it across back over there. Now because I've clicked away from it, I've lost those orangey bars on there, the different coloured ones, so that now I have to change like that. And then if I click undo, it may take, no it's not, it's just keeping it as a selected. So you can change things around and play on this for ages and ages and ages and just make all kinds of different things. So I hope this has just given you an insight really into the text part of it all. Play and have fun. Okay, see you later.